Hello, hello, this is Saflevavi from LickNRiff.com with a very special fingerstyle guitar lesson series, especially for Jellynote. In this video, we're going to start adding melody to our fingerstyle. I'm going to give you 3 different exercises with 3 different approaches to adding melody to fingerstyle. But first, in the description below, you'll find a link to Jellynote to go watch this lesson there with interactive tabs. This is the beauty about Jellynote with learning music. It's designed for students to watch videos and video lessons with interactive tabs and sheet music that run along with the videos. It makes life and the learning process a lot easier. Go click the link and go check it out. So the first exercise is going to be a little simple because the next 2 are going to be a little bit more complicated. So put a finger on 7 on the first string. Okay, it doesn't really matter which finger you use. You can put the first, the second, the third, the fourth, doesn't really matter, whichever is comfortable for you. So you play this, the first string, along with the 6th string. Okay, together. Okay, fingers 3 and the thumb together. And then you play strings 2, 3, 2. Okay, so you get this. Then you do the same thing with 5. Then you do the same thing with 3. Then with 2. And then you play the open 1st and 6th strings. This is the first melodic exercise. Okay? And you want to keep in mind that you move the finger at the last possible moment to keep the note ringing. Now. 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 And then take it off. Okay? At the last possible moment. Don't do this. Okay? Don't stop the note. You want to keep it ringing. Okay, this is our first exercise, the basic exercise, just to get used to operating the fingers while thinking melodically. Now, the second exercise is going to be something we all know. Okay, Ode to Joy from Beethoven's Ninth. So you put on a C bass note, 3 on the 5th string, okay? But you put it with your 3rd finger because you're gonna need the 1st and the 4th fingers here. So you play the open 1st string with the bass note, okay? The 3rd finger with the thumb together, okay? On strings 1 and 5. Then you play 0, 1, 3 on the E string, okay? The 1st string, all picking with the 3rd finger, and leave the bass note there to ring. Okay, 0, 0, 1, 3. Then you change the bass note from 3 to 2 on the 5th string using your 2nd finger. Okay, you're using the 1st and the 4th to solo, and the 2nd and the 3rd for bass notes. Okay, this is where it starts to get a little bit complicated, but you can do it, trust me. So you play 3 on the 1st string with 2 on the 5th. Okay? Then you play 1, 0 on the 1st, and then 3 on the 2nd string. Okay? With the 2nd finger. Then you play 1 on the 2nd string with the open 5th string. Okay? So you get this. Bass change. Then 1 on the 2nd string with the open 5th. You continue with 1, 3 on the 2nd, then the open E string. So you get this. Then you have 3 on the 2nd string with the G bass note, 3 on the 6th string, and then 1 on the 2nd string, and then 1 on the 2nd string again with the C bass note again. You can put the C chord on and play strings 1 and 5 on 1 and 3. Or you can end with a strum. I suggest you don't because this is fingerstyle. So if you want to play the chord, play strings 1, 2, and 3 together. So you get this. Okay? Fingerstyle. Keep it with your fingers. So again, C bass note. B bass note, 2 on the 5th, and then the A bass note, the open A string, the 5th, and and then G bass note, and ending with C. One last time. Okay. Now we move on to the next exercise, which is the intro to Numb by Linkin Park. It sounds like this. Okay, notice the bass change, then again. Okay. Now, there's a trick there you can do. I'll show you how to do it, but first we need to learn it. So, put 1 and 2 on strings 2 and 3. Okay, 1 on the second string, 2 on the third. And you play strings 3, 2, 3. Then you play 3 on the second string with the open fourth. Okay? Third finger and the thumb. Then 1 on the E string, 1 on the first string. Then you play 1 on the fifth string with the open first string. Okay? You can do it with 2 fingers. Okay, exchanging the fingers, or with the same. Okay, you have time there. And then you do 2, 1, 2 on strings 3, 2, 3, again, same lick. And then you have 1, 0 on the E string, but this time with an F bass note, with a low F bass note. So you can do it with 1 on the sixth string with your first finger, and using your second finger for the E string. Or you can use your thumb. Okay, this is something fingerstyle players do. You can use your thumb. We're not playing classical music. There's no actual rules to this, so you can use your thumb. Right? It's easy. Makes life easier, so why not? So again, okay, with your thumb. 1 and 1 on strings 1 and 6. Then the open E string, and then, as with the Beethoven piece, you can put the C chord on and just play strings 2 and 5. Accidentally, both of them end on the same chord. So again, D bass string, okay, the fourth, and then 1 on the fifth string, this is B flat, okay, and then again, then you can either do this, okay, or use the thumb. This is F, and then C. One more time. This time I use both fingers, and I'll show you with the thumb. Okay? The advantage with the thumb is that you don't really need to move your hand and your wrist and your hand position and everything. If you want to do it, do it. If you don't, that's fine. I suggest you try both. Okay? That's another exercise, another way to practice your fingerstyle. You can use the thumb once and the finger the second time and just alternate between the two. So that's our lesson. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you the next one. Bye for now. Enjoy.